Alright, hello guys. I know I don't do these type of videos, but actually, let me get closer to my microphone. But anyways, I know I don't usually do these type of videos, as you can see, I'm in the studio. But as you can tell, I'm remaking Sword Fights on the Heights, as it's called Sword Fights on the Heights 6 Remastered. And yes, it is a bit buggy, but it's still in testing stage. But I am testing things out. Um, Unlike Sword Fights on the Heights, yeah, I'm still testing stuff out. I gotta put some stuff in like different areas. Unlike Sword Fights on the Heights, things are with the twist. In this version of Sword Fights on the Heights, in their master versions, they get some of the OP swords. You're forced to do obbies. Now you're probably like, that's not fair. Actually, it is because some of the OP swords do one shot. So I'm like, okay, yeah, know what? This links with the obby down here, and yeah, I know people are gonna try to cheese it, get that, but if you do manage to get the ice dagger, you're gonna need a certain sword to be able to obtain an ice dagger, because the jump from here to there is not gonna be possible later on in some updates. So yeah, it probably not even possible now at all. Now think about it. That jump right there won't be possible at all. Um, so yeah, getting this ice dagger, you're forced to do a hard obbies. Yes, it's because I don't want people to like he basically keep killing people in the game to lose count. But I also might add map rotations, but I don't know. There's some parkour up there, some obbies, right, a mini obby right here that is going to be hell. So I did make it somewhat easier for you, and instead of making you guys go and redo it, you guys could like land here and go over here and come down to here. And the bridge, I might remake it, because if I were to playtest this right now, which I'm going to playtest it in a bit, some of the stuff is broken, so I might change up some things so far about Sword Fights on the Heights. Some music might be changed in here, and also I might make a PvP private server, like duels. You customize a duel, and you guys duke it out to the death. And if like still surviving for like more than like 4 minutes, I might make it swear there's like a dangerous storm cloud that will circle in. This was not like Fortnite, but like it's gonna be sand, since the skybox does give like a sandy like type theme. So yeah, I know these work. Some stuff don't work, and you're probably thinking, why is there so many trusses instead of jump pads? Well, since this map right now is old as time can be itself right now in Roblox, the jump pads, they don't work. And one of them I did get managed to working, because I had to relap it with like the old jump pads, but it doesn't bounce as high, and that was a bit broken. So let me show you what I mean. I am also working on custom health and scripts. You know, like, see, the elevator still surprisingly works. These things work, I know that for a fact. But some things will be bound to change. Just give me a second. I'm gonna try to cheese that, actually. Because I know people are gonna cheese that, because that's gonna be the first intuition. Like, yo, no, I could cheese that. Swords, I might replace, so like it could do like the classic, or like I might have it play custom animation. So I could like do it. And I know cheesing this one's gonna be hard, because you're actually forced to time your jump right, or you get flung off. But I do know is that I gotta fix certain locations of each map. I gotta fix the swords. And since it's remastered, not everything will be in the same spot originally. They're gonna be changed. And everything's gonna be like different. I know I did nerf parts of the obby, because I know some jumps were impossible. But also, they're also one stud jumps, so like you're forced, if you're good at obbies, then that's gonna be easy for you, but new players, that's gonna be a bit hectic. Where's the area that I need to go? Basically, I do remember some weapons are, but like I know some of these things, like, yeah, they just break. And there's the bridge. That broke, so there's that. So that's why trusses, basically there was the classic ladders that I put. Basically, wasn't those ladders like the from the tower shit they used to see in older Roblox games. Those used to be on here, but I ended up deleting those because they were broken and they kept falling apart, even with them being not anchored. They would just break apart, even with them anchored. Still the same thing. So I was like, and what's one thing that's climbable, and I just could instead of just copy and pasting those over a billion times. Huh? Trusses. And I also might make the truss like blend in a bit. So yeah, I might do that. But okay. So I think this one is the one that works because I did overlap it with the one. But like this is what I mean by it barely works. There's that. And yeah, here's the location of the first sword. I know the swords will be changing later on. I also might find a way to like fix that because like it moves, and if you want to be a dick, you could just like push that off and like have the sword never respawn. But also later on, there will be like newer type weapons. So basically, we're gonna get more swords into this game, so like having the main swords. But also might change that later on, obviously, because with things like kill coins, yeah, they're called kill coins. Each kill you get a coin and a kill. If you have like 100 kills, you get like a better sword and shit and stuff like that. You need like a certain amount of kills to get certain weapons in this game. One, the sword fights on the heights remastered. But also I do know is some areas are buggy. I know, and that's what I do know. So if you guys are willing to help develop this game, because it is basically a free project, but some later updates I might make some swords cost Robux because I'm gonna make them hella OP though. But yeah, they're also gonna be like test items, so they will probably get like the first sword is gonna be called the Adamant sword. I'm not too sure if that's gonna be official, but I might make it, but the first sword is probably going to be like an OP sword for admin and developers only. So if there's an admin, game developer, or owner, you like get a cool ass sword. So yeah. Also, there will be custom music. Like I said, we're gonna have the white classic song of Sword Fights on the Heights. We might have a remix of it. Also, do not need to put a trust here because like, oh, never mind, that's a teleporter. But I might have some classic remixes play and stuff like that. I might also change up maps a bit, add custom maps, and if I do add map rotations, older Roblox songs will be coming to the game. So yeah, original games made by SHOWOFF. The reason why, anyways, the reason why I am remastering this because I need to wrap up this video because I only like 2 minutes left before Bandicam decides to click, hey yo, fuck you, you're not paying me, so here's your free edition bullshit. But if I do add, basically, the original game was broken and it doesn't work anymore, which is also explaining why what's happening to this map, because it's using the very old map that SHOWOFF made. But yeah, that's all. That's why I'm remaking this. That's why it's Sword Fight on the Heights 6 remastered, because it's literally remastering the old Sword Fights on the Heights. Yeah, I know there's probably like billions of game copies of Sword Fights on the Heights, and this one I just decided to do as like a fan made project, and this one I'm actually going to try to put dedication into hard work into. So yeah, this is Sword Fights on the Heights remastered, and this is basically the first devlog and teaser on the. Basically, I do have a Discord for the server. I'll actually link it down in the description if you want to join, if you want to help me make this game and make it like a living dream. Please do, and feel free to hit me up in a DM. See you guys.